On December 31st, I did not start fishing until about 11:30 a.m. And by that time, Southwest Power Administration had dropped the flow significantly from the morning peak of demand, and they had dropped it to between 1300 CFS and 1700 CFS as they were using Table Rock Dam for automatic generation control, or AGC. And so what that means, when one of the hydroelectric plants is used for AGC, they are just letting that fluctuate as demand fluctuates. And so what it results in is a nice kind of minimum flow for a lake like Lake Taneycomo, and it's very wadeable. On this morning I started with the size 14 softshell scud as the lead fly. It's a pattern developed by Brett Rader, who's a local guide in the area. And then the trailing fly, I was using a size 18 black softshell scud. First one of the day. Good fish. Took the lead fly, that little gray scud. I didn't capture the hook set on this fish, but it had taken that lead size 14 gray scud, then rolled in the line, got hooked on the trailing fly, and by this time it's foul hooked on that size 18 black softshell scud. I left this clip in the video so that you can hear the conversation I have with this local guide that's floating down the river. Foul hook now. Yeah, he kind of he took it fair, but he got wrapped up in it, all in a knot.
We've lost a few good ones today.
Good.
What are you running?
I've caught two, and they both took the lead, just a size 14 gray scud.
Okay.
And I'm trailing a little size 18 black one.
Yeah, got you. We've been fishing pitches most of the day.
Oh, okay.
Good.
Yep.
Oh, get him.
There we go. And put it in the tree. That was good. Just gotta work this bank down. Hope for the best. There he is. Yep. See, there's so much line out, you don't get a good hook set. But there was no doubt about the strike in that case. Sometimes it's hard to tell. See if what we can do here. Maybe get up. Not too bad a place to land a fish right here, actually. There's lots of weeds down there, you know, you don't want them to get into that. This is not, if I can keep him buttoned, this is not too bad of a place. He's thrashing that head. Wish I could tell what he took. It's not a bad fish. Yeah. He's thrashed like that. You get tangled. Ooh, he is a nice fish. He took the trailing fly. Really be careful. It's a small fly. He's a good fish. I'm wearing my arm out here. Something of great tactical importance for the wade fisherman in the trophy section is delivering a downstream presentation to the fish. And the reason that's critical is that during generation, the speed of the water at the surface is faster than the speed of the water down in the water column where the fish are. And so using a downstream presentation, you can mend your line in a way that keeps that indicator upstream, which is very important for a drag-free drift. The same is true under no generation, but for a slightly different reason. During no generation, oftentimes you're going to have wind, and so that is another factor, another force that will tend to drag your fly in an unnatural manner through the water. So just a tip for the wade fishermen, downstream presentations, unfortunately, are the name of the game. Just want to get a picture of you. Look at that. Best fish of the day right there. Look at that. There we go. So that fish, I felt like I helped out because after I netted him and got him on camera, I noticed they had another fly, and it was hanging out of his mouth. It was a wine San Juan worm, but he had taken the trailer. So I clipped the San Juan worm off, and he still had a line in his mouth, and I looked at his anus, and the trailer fly, which is now right here, these are the two flies that he had in his mouth. I actually, he had passed it all the way through his system, and I could just take it and just pop it right out of him. So now that fish is free of artificial flies. All right, Happy New Year. Just arrived here on the south bank across from the hatchery on Lake Taneycomo, and had a neat experience. This gentleman downstream from me is celebrating New Year's with the traditional Russian tea set. He called it a samovar. Very ornate, gold, and it's just lovely. He had a big spread of traditional Russian foods with him, and so just a nice chat, just kind of a neat experience here on New Year's Day. On New Year's Day, the flow conditions were very similar to the day before. Similar like fashion early in the morning. Southwestern Power Administration ran lots of water, so it was about 145 megawatt hours, or almost 10,000 CFS. And then after the peak, they dropped it down to between 19 megawatt hours and 24 megawatt hours, which equates to something around 1,300 to 1,700 CFS. And here I've changed tactics. There were fish on this flat that were obviously midging. So definitely rising in midges, and so I've got on a size 20 brown and black jujube midge.
Come on.
Here again, I'm making downstream presentations to these midging trout with that size 20 jujube midge. It's a great pattern developed by Charlie Craven. It's a double-edged sword. Downstream presentations, the nature of the beast is you're going to lose fish. You are setting the hook in a direction that is basically pulling it out of their mouth. But I am convinced that you will at least hook many more fish on Lake Taneycomo in these types of conditions if you deliver a drag-free drift where the fly is the first thing they see. Now I'm back downstream, upstream from the MDC boat ramp. I'm fishing to a rising fish right here. I've targeted this fish, again, still using the midge. New Year's Day was just all about the midges.
Ah! Ah! Slow day. Just lost that big one. That was the biggest one of the day. Just hooked, pulled out. Couldn't do anything with them. It is 3 p.m. and the horn has blown. The Corps did exactly what they said they were going to do today. And so it's going to get ripping and roaring right now. So it's time to head back to the campground. Good day though. Hard, but good.